Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this video, I don't know how long this video is going to be because I'm basically talking about everything that's happened with Tottenham recently, and it's like a lot, even though it's only like a lot has happened in a few weeks. There's like a lot has happened, and I'm just gonna put it all in one video, like the recent games, talking about it. I was thinking about talking about the Liverpool game in a separate video, but I thought, you know what, since I'm doing this, I might as well just include everything into one video. So if you do enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and please let me know down below what you think about what's happening, like your thoughts, anything really, and we can have like a discussion in the comments. Actually, before we actually get onto Tottenham, I just wanted to quickly mention about the Pochettino to Chelsea and what I think about it. Obviously, when I first heard it, I was like, no, I don't want this to happen. It can't happen. Rivals getting like one of my favorite managers. Like I can't see it happening. But as it gets closer and closer, oh my god, I can't sit like this. I'm not happy about it. Let's be real. Like, who would be happy about it? And it would probably be worse if he went to Arsenal, which he wouldn't do, as he's like stated previously. But it's just the fact that Pochettino is going to our rivals, and I really wanted Pochettino back. Like, I wanted him back last season. Ended up with Nuno, got Conte. But yeah, I was like, I really wanted Pochettino back. And now the fact that he's going to end up at Chelsea, I'm just like, it's making me want him back less. Like, it hasn't, like, obviously what he'd done with us in like those five years or whatever, it was like probably the best I felt about Spurs those 5 years, or most of them anyway. Not like the end of his tenure, but that last, after the Champions League final, that period was not great. But like before that, you know, loved watching Tottenham, and you know, you was like really excited to see them play good football and everything. And now it's a bit shit. But yeah, now Pochettino coming back to Spurs, I'm just a bit like, I'd want it to happen less. But yeah, let me know what you think about Pochettino to Chelsea.
What are you doing?
A video.
Ah! What video?
Paratici. He got his ban because he had his tried to get an appeal 19th of April, but didn't get it. So then he like resigned or whatever you want to call it. And then like, I can't remember when it was, like a few weeks later, he's now been allowed to be back into football in somewhat way, which was really weird. But yeah, I think his time at Tottenham has like ended, and we won't be getting him back, which is a bit unfortunate. I do feel like he did sign some good players here and there, and there was a bit of a rebuild going on. So now that we had to find a new manager, we had to find a new sporting director, is a bit of an issue. But yeah, I feel like the right decision was made with Paratici. Yeah, it probably should have happened sooner than it did. But yeah, so there's that. And then we move on to, I really don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but the Newcastle game, which was 6-1. I don't want to talk about it, but I keep saying that. Obviously, we left Stilini in charge. Now it's Ryan Mason, but we'll stick with the Newcastle game. Never in my life have I ever been so embarrassed and angry at a game. Going 5-0 down in 20 minutes, like, I didn't think that was possible. Like, I didn't think Tottenham could go 5-0 down within 20 minutes. They were like, Newcastle were literally scoring with every single attack, and I don't know what happened. Like, I thought we'd lose. I didn't have any confidence, but I did not think we would end up losing 6-1. And even now, it's been like a week or 8 days since that game. I still can't believe it. So obviously the players reimbursed the fans who travelled, which I think was right in the circumstances. I don't think you should do it for every bad performance or every game you lose or whatever. I do think, but going 5-0 down in 20 minutes, definitely justified paying back the fans. So that I agree with. I don't understand how we ended up being so terrible. And I feel like if we still had Conte, I don't think that result would have happened. I don't know. It's like recently we just keep conceding a lot of goals and it's getting ridiculous. And then obviously after that game, Stellini got sacked, which you kind of expected after that result. But you know, all this is down to Daniel Levy, so it's kind of their fault this is happening. I do feel bad for Stellini though, because obviously it's not his fault entirely. That he does have to take blame for like the lineup and the formation. Even though I was kind of excited about the formation, just because I thought against Bournemouth we actually played well when we went to a back four, but obviously it just went to shit. And yeah, so after that game, Stellini gets the sack, and then it's just Ryan Mason who is now interim manager, which I feel like we're just back where we were 2 years ago, and it's just sort of the same position, because top four is like dead, like there's no chance. Obviously with Newcastle, Man United winning yesterday, Spurs losing, unfortunately, like that's dead. So I'd say we're fighting for like the 5th, 6th, 7th place. Hopefully we can finish as high as possible, so 5th would be, you just accept it. But then the Man United game was a bit more positive, even though we did go 2-0 down in the first half. But we had a fight, we fought back, and we managed to get an equaliser. And the character we showed, the desire, I thought we should have won that game. After, like in the second half, we definitely should have won, which is just frustrating to come up with a point. But the fact that we went 2-0 down to even get a point is insane in itself. But again, the Man United game, there was a bit more positives to take from it than negatives. But now we move on to the next game yesterday, which was Liverpool. Ended in 4-3 to Liverpool. It mirrored quite a lot of games recently. Like it mirrored the Bournemouth game in the sense that we went behind, fought back, we got it to the draw, and then we ended up conceding a late goal. It kind of mirrored the Newcastle game, not as bad, going 3-0 down. I think it was 15 minutes or so, 3-0 down. And then it also kind of mirrored the Man United game as well, where we fought back to get it level. But obviously it ended with a defeat, annoyingly. And again, this is that game we should have won as well. Like we should have won against Man United, we should have won against Liverpool. And it's just so annoying. And like, and we would have got a draw out of it, or even got a winner if Mora did not make that mistake right at the end. I don't know what he was doing, honestly, and I don't get it. Like, all he had to do was boot the ball up the pitch. Yeah, you might lose it to a Liverpool player, but at least you're kind of safe, and you're not having to, like, there was no defending going on. Like, it was quite easy, and it's just a loose ball that Jota got hold of. Speaking of Jota, he should have got sent off for his challenge on skip. How that was not a red card, I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me. There was a lot of decisions in that game where you like a bit like that could have been. We should have had a penalty as well, I think, in my opinion. Was it Canate and Richarlison? Yeah, should have had a penalty, annoyingly. And we hit the post a number of times. Like, we were the better side yesterday. Obviously we went 3-0 down in 15 minutes, so you have to say for the first 20-25 minutes Liverpool were the better side, but for the rest of that game Tottenham were the better side. We should have won. If we took a few more of those chances, then yesterday could have been a lot different, and we could have been talking about like a draw at least, or we could even be talking about a win, but no. So yes, that was annoying. And literally all day all I can think about is that Mora mistake. I'm just like, we could have had, like, I would have taken a draw. From being 3-0 down, you would, and to get to 3-3, you would take a draw. Also, can we just mention Klopp for a second? I don't want to spend too much time talking about him, but he just really pissed me off yesterday. His like behaviour on the touchline, it sort of reminds me of Arteta. I do think Arteta's the worst on the touchline, but you know. But yeah, with Klopp, the way he was talking and the fact that he could potentially get a ban for his comments about the referee and whatever, deserved. And I don't know if it's like legit, but he ended up with like cramp, whatever, pulled a muscle, I don't know. It was funny. Karma. And I know we lost, but can we just appreciate Perisic with that first assist when he put Van Dijk on his ass? That was fun. I'm glad to put a picture up here because that in itself was super funny, and at half time that's all I could laugh about. And obviously we're 3-1 down at the time, so it's a bit like disappointing, but to be honest, I didn't expect us to get back into the game yesterday. I thought, you know what, we're 3-0 down, like I've seen us do it before, but how many times can you like come back into the games? But we've done it quite a lot this season, but we start games really poorly, and like I don't get why. It could have been a lot worse yesterday after, you know, the start we had. But I don't know how to feel about that game even now. I'm angry, sort of happy with how we fought back, but then disappointed, like a lot of emotions about that game. So yeah, just to end this video, we're going to talk about the manager situation. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen, like we have no idea. I would prefer Nagelsmann. I feel like we need to go back to how we were under Pochettino, the progressive football, you know, being on the front foot, all that kind of thing. I feel like us going into like defensive sort of a defensive side football was just isn't Tottenham. And obviously under Conte for a little while, for his like first sort of season, it was good and was playing good football, we scored a lot of goals, you know, we beat Arsenal top 4, like all that. But then it just went a bit stale and we just wasn't playing well. Still not, there's a lot of problems going on. But yeah, my ideal choice now, it was either between Nagelsmann and Poch, but with Poch going to Chelsea, I want Nagelsmann to be... the likelihood of that happening, I don't know, because obviously it has to be a lot of money, and we all know what Daniel Levy's like with money. If he can go for a cheaper option, he will. With Ryan Mason, obviously I do feel like in the future he should become Tottenham manager. For now I feel like it'd be a bit too soon, so yeah, Nagelsmann is my number 1 choice. I can't give you any other option, like no. But who knows what Daniel Levy's gonna do with the manager situation, like. And I can't understand why any manager would want to choose Tottenham, because then also the Kane situation as well. Whether he's going to be staying, signing a contract, or waiting a year to go leave him free. Who knows? Let me know what you think what happens with Kane at the end of the season. But yeah, so that's just like my quick sort of talk about Tottenham. There was a lot that's happening, so I've just thought I'll put it all in one video, discuss it, and then yeah. I didn't want to talk about this. I've been putting it off for a few days, and then the result happened yesterday, and I thought, you know what, I might as well just do it. But yeah, so we haven't got a game till the weekend, so we've got a week to work, and hopefully we can get a win, because I can't remember the last time we won a game. I think it was Brighton, which was a while ago, and that's terrifying, and we need to stop conceding so many goals. But be sure to let me know what you think down below, and I will see you guys very, very soon. I still need to edit my last eating video, which was filmed 2 months ago. Still need to do that. So that will probably be my next video if I edit it at some point this week. And then another live watch along for the Tottenham game. I think we're playing. I don't know who we're playing next. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys. What do you mean? But Grace, you're minding about yourself being lazy, but then you carry on being lazy.
No surprise that my tan that I used. Oh.
You're what now?
You know when I had like tan skin somewhat?
Yeah, no you don't.
Yeah, because I don't go outside.
You go outside.
What am I going to do outside? I don't like the sun.
Get some sun.
I don't like the sun. What?
What is wrong with you?
What?
You. I don't like the sun.
I don't like the sun.
Go sit in the shade.
No, but like when it's like, wow. I like the sun.
Cool.
So why does my voice sound weird on the video?
I don't know. Why does it sound weird?
Because did you know? Did you know?
Did you know? I've been
Well, you can keep this in if you want. When like you actually speak in real life, it sounds like when you're speaking on camera, it sounds different to when you're actually speaking. Like when you actually hear yourself speaking. I want to go outside. I want to go outside.
But then why are you moaning about yourself being lazy? You carry on being lazy.
You're lazy.
But I'm not moaning about being lazy.
Who am I going to
You
go
are.
outside with?
Lexi,
I want to go outside with Lexi.
go in the garden.
Oh,
Sit in the shade.
boring. What am I going to do?
Go on a trampoline.
Tan?
Trampoline.
That's boring.
You jump.
I don't mean going outside. I just mean like...
Do some exercise.
Who do you think I am?
Do some exercise. Go for a walk.
I don't want to go for a walk. That's boring.
Go do some yoga.
I don't like yoga. It doesn't do anything.
Go do some dancing.
I don't like dancing.
What do you like then? You're moaning about being lazy, but what can you do? That's not lazy.
No, like I'm trying to convince myself to continue writing.
Well, right then.
But like I just can't. I started another story.
Oh my god.
Bye bye. What deep voice? What do you want?
You. You're like, oh bye.
Drop this. Shut up.
Shut up, man.